Well, hello there. It is a bit overdue. Doing some raking. So, it's one of those late night situations. I'm awake. I'm going to play with locks. Why not go ahead, record it, put it on live? Small boy not too dead right there. Co-founder of the Shaftman. Always got to rock some stickers for some of my boys, you know what I mean? Cuffs to the side. And just side note, I really like this little multi-tool. This little Gerber dime. It's been working. It's just such an easy little carry. So, recently, a couple weeks ago, I had elbow surgery, a lot of things going on. It's put me back, gotten in the way of a lot of things, slowed things down. I definitely need to get back to doing some heavier rake practice. So, I said, why not do that tonight? That don't fit. Tell I haven't raked this lock much. See what it takes though. Running with some multi-pick rakes tonight. See if we can get this fag out. Oop. I already have issues. Alright. Let's go with something a little more aggressive. Ooh. I feel like I almost had it. Switch up what I'm using for a turner. I don't think that's tensioning right. Oh. Hold on, I got smoke in my eye. Alright, well, let's go to something else. I'm going to go through the whole pile tonight. So, we'll go ahead and move over to the Bunker Hill. Fook it, right? So, jump in there. A nice pop. There we go. First pop of the night. I'll be happy about that. I'll start popping some of these and then I'll close them back up and do them all again. And try not to break any of my damn rakes tonight. Probably like one pin I'm missing. What's up, Jay Crazy? Oof. Try getting out of something different. Well, you know what? Let's pick the lock. At this point, I kind of just want the open. Do I even have a pick available? That's the question. There we go. This is the old cock lock. Bartos, how you doing? Thank you for stopping by. Appreciate it. I know I said I'm raking locks, but need to practice picking a few things too. I'll go with the old Pretty Brinks. I need something that'll fit in. And then we're gonna run it. Quit my job, little bro. Yeah? Is this my job? What's your job, Shonalayoba? Yeah, there we go. Nice little pop. Go after this, what is it, Galiffin 40 millimeter. And it's not my preferred. Definitely works on some locks, but it's not the one I would pick up and start using. Probably more prone to a triple peak. So let's go that route. Where's my triple? Alright. Speaking of my shoulder surgery, or my elbow surgery, I have to grab something to rest my arm on here in a second. Huh. Well, let's go the traditional route. See if... Oh, there we go. Yeah, got it open. What's going on? Hello, thief. No, thieves don't pick locks, man. They smash. Smash and grab. It's funny when people say that, though. I get you. This is a heads up to buy better locks, though, isn't it? If you're buying these cheap-ass locks, they tell you are good. You're finding out they suck. Ah, where the hell? I gotta find my lighter. Hold on. Shit. Hold on, I'll be right back. I need a fucking lighter. Sorry about that. Oh, I had to go find one of these. It's important. You can't light your thing without one. All right, master, what's up? Can you show us how to crack a master lock? There's a master lock 140. Well, 141. 140's got spools in it. 141 does not. This is the best lock to kind of start learning to pick on and rake on and things like that. Pretty easy. This and like your Brinks 40 millimeter. Those are a good start. You're going to get yourself a nice quint. You're going to get in there and you're going to learn to agitate it until you get everything to pop. And then you're going to do it over and over. And the more you do that, you'll find that tension point. And you'll just get better at setting it, feeling it. And you don't have to do as much agitation with the rake. Kind of feel how to pop the pins. But that's kind of how you start, is doing it that way. So there's the old 141, and then, like I said, the other kind of paired up starting lock, Brinks 40 millimeter brass. They don't have security pins in these. a lot of your other brinks, especially if you're laminated, and even this really terrible lock, have some spool pins in there. So this is, well, we'll do it the traditional way. And well, maybe I won't. This is a little bit of a gummed up lock. Oops, it's taken off a Lovelock's bridge, so you're dealing with weathering on pins. Sometimes it changes up what you're doing. Alright, we will try for... Yeah, I want to do some safe cracking. Definitely. I definitely want to get into some safe cracking. I haven't done decoding of any kind of combination locks or anything like that, so there's a lot of avenues to lock picking and lock sport. Alright, if that's not working for me, I'm going to switch to what I like. Not saying that'll work. I don't know if I've raked this lock. I'll tell you the truth. Alright. Well, we'll put it over in the defeated me for a moment pile. Move on to the next one. Master Lock 575. Dead shackle, dead core. And there we go. That's why we love Master Lock, right? Let's go with a, I don't know, 45mm Chinese made laminate. This might have been a Dollar General special. Not totally sure. And there's a pop. That's why it's fun doing padlocks. You can just kind of put a pile of them out, start banging at them. This is a commando. No, this is a Bellwith. Sorry, commando's over there. Bellwith? Yeah, Bellwith 50mm made in Taiwan. I don't know if I'm hitting the tension right. I'll go with the thicker one. Pretty wide open keyway. Oh. And that's the difference it makes. You get the tension right, you're a lot more likely to just pop your pins. Ooh, look at that crusty thing. That is crusty and crunchy. I do not want to bask. Do not want to risk busting a rake in there, so I'm going to be a little careful. I'm going to work that Master Lock rock a little bit more. With some light tension. Do you have any 4-round tumbler 0 to 9? 4-round tumbler 0 to 9. Randy, I'm not real sure. If I could see a picture or a video or something like that, definitely can help you get through that. It's really just a question of raking is about keyway and contact. Fitting in the keyway, making contact with the pins. And these old crusty laminates, be careful, man. These are the ones that you break most of your rakes in. More than anything else. Let's pop up another one of these pretty brinks. Just for the sake of getting after it. Do I make or improvise with my own tools? I don't make a lot of my own tools. I do, once I start bending and breaking things, I do improvise and modify. I do a lot of handcuff escapes. I have the Shackleman Handcuff Club that me and Not Too Dead started up. I do make and modify a lot of tools for handcuffs, more than I do for lockpicking. I am trying to get into it, though. I know some people that make some really cool stuff. I had one guy make the Wizard's Wand for me. Oh, God, I don't know where I put it, which is a wonderful rake, and I was very, very touched that, you know, someone sent me something that they put work into like that. All right, we're going to go with the 60 millimeter Brinks. See if we can get this before combination on the bottom. Oh, yeah, no. You can get into that with a notch decoder, Randy. You can find them. Southern Specialties sells some at lockpicktools.com. And it is, I'm trying to think where mine might be. I don't have any locks like that, but there's the tool. So notch decoder. So it's pretty thin. I actually use them as handcuff shims. It gets in alongside your wheel, and then that notch gets up in there and feels the gate that the combination is attached to. Different ones have different things, but that's basically the concept. Is you can get that tool to figure out that combination. There's other ways to decode it depending on the lock brand. Again, I haven't done a lot of decoding. There are a number of guys that do a lot of decoding. Tequila Dave's done some good lock decoding. I think Nick's picks as well. It's just one of those areas I haven't gotten into yet, but I definitely want to do. Oof. And this thing's got some spools up front on the pins. So you want to be careful not to. Oh, there we go. I just wasn't going back far enough. There we go. So I had to work it, and then with a lot of Brinks a lot, that spools up in like pin 1 or 2. So you get everything set, and you kind of gotta pop it up at the front, one way or another. So you can see I'm putting a little bit of a bend on that. That's from a lot of use. I really love this rake. Yeah. So this is an LL. Yeah. LL padlock. Nice little brass, I think 50 millimeter. Nice snappy little rake right there. This is a cut master lock. Now it's open. I don't know, I can rake and pick it. Honestly, holding it, I ended up knocking the shackle and accidentally opening it more from the shackle than anything else. So let's go with another Brinks laminated. And I'm going to switch over to the traditional quint, because that's going to pop it. Once again, it's about keyway and contact. Sometimes I need a lower, softer on the tip for the contact. Sometimes I need higher, fewer, sharper, more like those kind of peaks. And it's just a different way of working in between the two. Let's go with another Brinks laminated. See if I can get the quad to work. This lock's a little finicky. Oof. Actually, I think I might need more aggressive contact up in there, so I'm going to grab me something with some sharper peaks. And it does not want to open. All right, let's set that in the defeat pile. Come back at it later. Yeah, I can. That's kind of why I haven't gotten into that, Randy. Is I have a feeling like it's going to be a frustrating process until I start actually figuring it out. And I would just eventually start trying every combination, so I can feel you on that. All right, it's open. Oh, there we go. That's how I end up bending turners. Either it's open and it won't go, or I think it's open and I force it. All right, we'll go with this commando lock. Can't really get in the keyway. So we'll go top of the keyway. Nice shiny little lock, right? Let's see if I can get into it that way. I think I've raked this one. Starts being hard to remember. Try to rake everything though. It's not pushing anything. Nope. There we go. Guess we're gonna have to hybrid pick this a little bit more. Come on, you stupid lock. And there we go. That's nice, you know, backside of a lot of rakes. You gotta pick. That's what you gotta use. That's what you gotta use. Get in there and do it. Yeah, I don't know what you said, but welcome here. Happy day to you. This is, and this is a pretty easy pick. We'll see how easy a rake it is. The rake defense on this lock is there's a lot of overset possibility. So let's go with the weird, overly aggressive snaky rake, because that will hit the thing I need to hit. All right, we are down. Oh, I got a master lock. A little master lock 3 we gotta go after. Why not, right? I swear every one of my rakes is bent. Alright, let's come back to the things I missed. I did not get into the Figode, which apparently I did because I just opened it. Must have had I must have had it set and didn't push it enough. Alright, we'll take that. Let's see about this guard security. I gotta hybrid it, I'll hybrid it. I need the open. You just kind of get desperate to open the lock at some point. I'm trying. What's everybody up to tonight? How you guys doing? You my usual people? Uh-oh. Alright, well, we're going to have to do it dirty and actually try to pick it. It doesn't mean I'll get it. It does mean I'm putting the effort in, right? Huh. I don't know why this lock's got my number. That should be pretty easy. That's how it goes, though. Some nights you just can't beat the lock you're supposed to beat. GP Ryder, what's up? There's one of my peeps. It's a fellow Shackleman right there. Handcuff enthusiast. Lock picker. Ah, there we go. All around good guy. Hope you're doing well, GP. We got the new Peerless challenges up. I'm sure you probably saw in the Discord. This lock. Oh, what's up? Yeah, we got a bunch of guys down there in Florida too. We got pickers in every state and every country, man. Good to have you. It's been a while since I've been in Florida, but one of the best vacations I ever had was in Cocoa Beach, man. I love that place. Yeah. Looks like I just don't want to give it up tonight, huh? We're not going to accept that. I do have to get it open. That's just what has to happen. Oh yeah, this lock. Let's screw it up. Usually I can overset everything and then release a little. That's kind of like a magic trick for this thing. There we go. The overset and release of the brinks. And that's every lock except let's go ahead and try a Medico, right? We got a Medico trailer coupler. I'm supposed to not be able to rake. So, go ahead and rake it. We'll need, let's see. Bam! Skaboom. There you go. West side of Florida, that's Gulf side. Tampa-ish? Yeah, I can't sleep. That's why I end up doing these lives around the midnight time. I'm going to start doing regularly on Saturdays, and then throughout the week, whenever works out, I'm around, I can pop up. I'll be jumping in and doing some locks. I'll be jumping in and doing some handcuffs. Trying to bring some other people around, jumping in and doing it with me. But try to have some fun, you know. It's a good hobby, man. If you, you need something to occupy your hands, something to occupy your mind, it's a good thing to get into. So, let me put that back together. Oh. There we go. Oh, no, shit. Oh, there we go. Yeah. It's not a lock I use. It's just a lock I like to beat. There is my key. And this is the, you got the key pins have a little fin on top. They got to be turned left or right or straight. So you can see those alternating grooves in there. Which makes the Medicos a tough little thing to beat. That's an easy one. I've got a harder one that I can't get open, but you do what you can, right? So, alright guys, I was just popping out a rake session. I wanted to run through my multi-picks. I wanted to run through some locks. I wanted to hang out for a little bit with everybody, so thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. Come check me out Saturday nights at midnight Eastern Standard Time. We'll be doing like some Shackleman After Dark, handcuffs and locks. And then keep your eye out. I'll be doing other lives and videos and things like that. Sub me up, like my stuff. Ooh, memberships, blah, blah, blah. Do all the things. Catch you later, guys. Appreciate you.